Yo, what's up? This is your host, Easthill Huey of the Slept On Podcast. I'd like to welcome you back.
Yes, sir. We just I don't want to say just dropped the album. It came out in like November-ish. But I've been doing a lot of rollout stuff for that. We did a lot of work with Ivan shoots down in Seattle. We did an interview with No Guidance in Barada. We did some live stuff with the Shot by Uzi guys. You had Eric on, so this is my guys. And yeah, Classic American is the album. It's out now everywhere. Hopefully we get a single rolling out soon.
That's fire, man. Fire. How did you guys come up with the concept Classic American?
I think it kind of started because we were actually, I don't know if I've told you this story.
Oh, you haven't. You literally haven't.
So we were in a studio session with one of his homies.
Uh-huh.
We were in the Kyle session. And we got there, and it basically turned into me just freestyling a bunch and doing a bunch of takes. And there was one song that we did that is the lead single for it that came out in like September called Back Again.
Okay.
But there was a different beat on there that once it played, his friend said, yo, this sounds just like some classic American stuff. Sounds like porches, you're sitting out there, you got your lemonade. Like,
right.
It's like a real American type of thing, right?
Okay.
So it kind of put this idea into my mind of, I want to make an album titled Classic American, but I'm not a classic American. I mean, like the way that my parents raised me, it's very, very traditional Taiwanese, Korean customs. You need dim sum every Sunday.
Right.
You need this, you need that. I'm not a classic American.
Right.
But a lot of the songs on there talk about how my relationship with my parents has evolved, how I'm kind of coming into my own, how I'm doing these things.
Uh-huh.
And I just thought it'd be ironic to title it Classic American. We also did the lead, what do I call, like the title track, I guess. We shot the video on a farm.
Oh, shit.
Like with horses and like a cowboy outfit. She was crazy.
Oh, I
They
see
haven't
some of
done
that on your
anything
page.
Like that. They haven't done anything like that before.
I've seen you got some of that on your page,
It
right?
was super
Yeah.
cool.
Okay,
We
yeah.
did the-
No, that's
we
dope.
shot it with me riding a horse. It was so crazy with like drone work. My guy Mark shot it for us, and it was just everything turned out really great.
No, that's pretty crazy. I rode my first horse. Shout out to my dog Dando. He's a country artist out in Colorado. Okay, who do you look up to and why?
I would say, for me personally, right now, I would say I look up to my father. There was a period where it was a bit rough.
Uh-huh.
I think as all kind of like young adults or adolescents, they go through that period where you're like, you're not that guy, bro. Like, you're not the man.
Right.
But past that period, I mean, like, interestingly enough, I've seen my dad mature in these last couple years to a point where he's a very, very loving and self-aware man, which I think is something that I mean, I could have used when I was younger, but I still really appreciate it. I get to have talks with him. I get to, oh my God, I just took an edible with my dad yesterday. Oh man, shit was crazy. So I got like an email from some company or something that was like, yo, you got discounts on these. And I'm like, yo, I'm not 21 yet, but if you're not questioning me, I'm gonna order some. So I ordered a pack of, they're like hybrids. It's like a 5 milligram, so it's nothing crazy. I told my dad, I was like, hey, pop what if you want them, my boy.
Come on.
We sat there, we talked about life, we talked about Dune 2, he's going to see the movie. Guess bro has a crush on Zendaya.
Oh, shit.
And we talked about like the World Cup coming to Seattle, like just interests that he has, and seeing him as an individual, as a mature person. I'm like, oh, you're just here, but you're just another guy. But I really look up to my dad. I think he's
And that's a dope aspect too, because you do realize like he's dad to you. He's the superhero, he's the savior to you, but he's also just the regular guy.
Exactly. That like I think that humanizing aspect is so many men get to go through that with their fathers that I'm like, this is like a really beautiful thing. So
And that's real. That's really dope because you get to see like he's just a human and he's growing. Like you said, you can continually see him growing and maturing into, because you know he's growing. He's at a different stage. When he had you, he was a younger him. You know, he was making mistakes or whatever mistakes he had made and had to deal with, and you know his life and relationships and things you go through that you just necessarily don't put on a parent when you have that viewpoint of like your dad.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And now that you're older and you're getting a chance to, let's eat an edible and really chop it up and really get a chance to see
now
you.
that's what it's all about.
Okay, same question. What about you?
It would definitely be my dad. I'm an only child, so like my parents are my best friends. So,
That's real.
Like we always travel everywhere. We do everything together. They're my besties for real.
Nah, and that's respect, man. That's respect because you get a lot of the times, a lot of kids don't even have the respect enough for their parents. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
So shout out to you guys as parents for raising some good kids, man, and making sure
they were
that
tiger parents for sure.
Yeah.
They're Asian ass.
Okay, what is an accomplishment that you are most proud of?
I mean, it sounds kind of tongue-in-cheek because I'm on a podcast as like a musician, but the album is really something that I'm proud of. The entire process of it, I mean, I have a team backing me and I have people where I'm like, oh, like you got this, right? But everything had to be still funded out of pocket. So I'm sitting on calls with these people who are just working for like this label, and I'm like, hey, y'all know I don't got bread like that. Like, what are we doing here? And they're like, yeah, you gotta put down 1,200. And I'm like, that's so tough. But I think we got an apartment, and we lived in low income housing, and we kind of just thugged it out for a year. And really, it was those days of waking up being like, there's nothing in the fridge, and I'm starving today, but at least the single's going to roll out soon,
Right.
or at least I get to go out today and I dropped 1,000 to go film at this farm. Like at least certain things like that, I'm like, we got it done. And now that it's out, it's just such a huge relief for me because I've always looked towards album rollouts as that thing of like, that's the defining factor. So even sitting here and still promoting the album months later is something that I'm like really proud of. It's really a body of work.
No, and that's super important in today's time because we put out music and we might promote it for a week, a month, and that be it.
Yeah, for sure.
If it doesn't go viral in that time period, a lot of people stop pushing that shit or not.
Exactly.
You just don't see it as heavy as it was. You know what I mean? So sticking to your guns and staying on that is super important. And then as well as like you said, the small things. When you go into performances, I'd like to perform with a live band and things like that. And I put in a ton of work. Like, the things that people don't see, renting out a space for the band for us to rehearse, all week long and putting in that pain. And a lot of people don't realize you're putting in all of this work for this one moment.
No, exactly.
That moment on stage goes by like that. But you were prepping weeks ahead. And so, like you said, I'm starving. I'm waking up hungry. But just me knowing, like, this single's about to get done, that's that thing that's like, I'm willing to sacrifice this to get that and get to that.
It's crazy, too, because I think when we started making those first couple songs, it was exactly
So let's speak on a little bit how you got into the production side of things and what kind of drew you to the music.
I'm not fucking with my hair.
Well, for me, I grew up playing the piano, and I was always in like school band, and I was in percussion, so I was playing the drums.
Right.
Drums were cool. My dad used to work for a pro audio company, so we had speakers and mixers around at all times. So I kind of like started taking advantage of that during high school. With like I had GarageBand. I made all of my beats on GarageBand. I made the beat that he rapped on GarageBand.
Great. I record on GarageBand to this day.
So
I ain't gonna
easy.
cap.
It's like until I understand.
Bro, I'll
Until
pull
I
up files
understand how
right
to
now.
properly do buses, like then I'll buy Logic. But until then, like I need to learn how to use my compressors properly.
Hey, listen, man. Learning, as long as you know how to operate the plugins on a system that records music, it doesn't matter what it is, if it's Logic's, if it's Pro Tools, if it's Reasons, whatever it is. You get what I'm saying? If you know what you're doing within the plugins, you get a solid vocal reading, you can mix the shit out of anything.
For sure.
And that's all that matters is the mix at the end of the day, bro. Lupe Fiasco's, he put out a project called something in Zion. What is it called? Something to Zion. Road to Zion.
Was it
Chicago. something design. It's the latest project, but the project, if you listen to it, the project's fire. He recorded and mixed and mastered the entire thing. Drill Music in Zion by Lupe Fiasco. He did the whole project in GarageBand.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, those stories I love. Like, I think Joji made Ballads one. If you listen to Joji, he made his first big release in GarageBand.
And that'll
like
tell
it's
you,
so
as long as you just put in the work and learn. But what's your dream career?
Oh, I would say I actually did a lot of thinking about this recently because, like, realistically, like, the music can go far, and I'm not gonna discredit that at all. I think that combined, we have a lot of talent and we have a lot of kind of that buzz that's like, oh, like this is gonna be some good shit. But I mean, I have a lot of kind of, it's like retail experience, I guess you would call it. But it's like dressing mannequins and making outfits and like all of this stuff. So like if I could do something in like fashion later on,
Right.
even tied to music, the way that like Tyler just did a Louis collection,
Right.
or like the way Pharrell's head director of like all of that, right? Even in that aspect, I think the fashion industry is just something that I'm really interested in.
I can see that. What about you, bro?
Oh, I just want a normal corporate job.
Hey, he's a simple man.
Like, I like trading stocks. I like trading things. Like I enjoy like working, like optimizing things.
Yeah.
AI is gonna like optimize like most of bachelor degree jobs. So.
Look, man, I'm glad I met you guys, man, because I need friends like y'all in my life, man. I gotta have a homie that's into stocks and shit. I gotta have a homie that's into, investments. And you guys are in the younger generation below me, so it's like you guys your ear and things are tapped in different. I remember, my early 20s and shit like that. Like I was so deep. We used to chase music. We used to learn. We had this thing called LimeWire. Do you know what that is? Okay, LimeWire is the #1 virus-giving thing that anybody has ever downloaded on their computer. But it gave us so much joy because you could download anything on there. Yeah. Anything your mind could go to and type in, you could find it on LimeWire, from videos to music to different things. So I remember just having that urge for information and new artists and new things that I was just searching. And I feel like that happens at a certain point in your life. It's kind of like testosterone. Later in life, I'm not really searching for the new artists and different things like that. But you guys are in the era where this shit is still in your blood, pumping heavy.
I can really feel it because there's those artists where I'm like, oh, this is their demographic is only under 20.
Right.
And it's like crazy where I'm like, oh shit, there's a whole side of the world that hasn't even heard any of this. They don't know none of these motherfuckers.
Right.
But I'd say there's still that side of me that's constantly seeking that nostalgia of like, let me listen to the Carter mixtapes. Let me listen to like some old shit versus
we
being
going
like,
back.
oh, let's listen to like Yachty. There's like the two.
What would you do if you won the lottery today? Simple man.
Probably pay off my parents' house and then
I knew that answer was coming.
Buy a house and then rent it out and make passive income and continue my job. I don't know.
Hey man, look, man.
Simple man.
You guys giving me fucking hope for the future,
Dude,
bro.
I don't know what else to do.
I love your answers, man. You guys are some good.
Let me get let me get some tennis.
I'll like buy something nice for myself and then
But
just like chill out.
Yo, first thought, I'm gonna take care of my parents.
I'll get more
You get
jewelry.
bigger carrots for the ears.
Yeah. We'll buy some more jewelry.
What about same question for you though, Ryan?
What would I do if I won the lottery?
Yep, run the lottery today. What you doing?
Man, I mean, this is tough. I just got off a call with this studio yesterday. Not yesterday. When was it? I forgot when.
2 days ago.
I called like a production studio and I was like, yo, I want to make this movie. Like, I want to make like a little short film, $30K. And I was like, ooh, I don't know about that. I feel like I would probably do something smart with the money, like maybe be like, give it to like an accountant and be like,
Give it
put
to
some
me.
investments or something.
Man, this shit
Give
out.
it to me, dog.
I would just split half of it and be like, all right, split some for the dogs, split some for my family, split some for people,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'd probably just waste money on another album rollout. I'd be like, we gotta go again.
We got. What's a habit that you'd like to break?
Ooh, I would say probably spending time on social media. I don't enjoy it. Everything that like you've probably seen for the album, all the posts, everything scheduled. Like 2 weeks in advance, I schedule it. I don't look at it again. The day I texted him in like August, it was like everything's scheduled. Like I was
we
so
good.
excited because I was like, I don't have to open Instagram no more. Like I don't have to open this. I deleted Snapchat. I have all notifications off on my phone. If you need to contact me, call me. Like people know this.
Right.
So I would say probably social media and screen time. I'm really trying to get away from that.
Okay. Same question for you, bro. What is a habit that you like to break?
A habit I like to
This
break?
guy is perfect. I can just I just know his answer.
Nothing.
I have no
Wait,
bad
what does that
habits.
mean? No, like
I
what does
don't
that
spend
mean?
enough
Like,
time with
So
my
what's a
parents.
habit that you would like to break? Something that you know that you do or
okay. Well, dude, I need to do more homework. I like literally need to do more.
I
homework,
love
though.
this fucking
I
guy,
really
bro.
Need to.
Yeah.
I really need to do
it's
more
It's a
homework, Mom.
work-oriented. Yeah.
Man, I love this guy. Fucking homework. If you could spend 24 hours with someone from any point in history,
Oh God, no.
who would it be?
Now what were you saying down there? Oh man.
This is hard. Probably like Neil Armstrong, like while they were on the moon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you ever see that interview when they came back and how
Yeah.
awkward it was?
Yeah.
And they was just sitting there like,
What the
yes.
fuck did Buzz Aldrin see?
Oh, they said that they saw something outside of the craft that was following them. That's just what the talk was. And motherfuckers saw some real shit that they didn't want them to talk about and then brought their ass back and they was down there like, oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you kind of got to think, like, when you goes from guessing, like, as an astronaut until you actually see some wild shit, it's still, you still have a regular human thought, like, maybe this shit couldn't be true. But if you have a real significant evidence in your face that's like, yo, this is our craft, and there's something outside of it
Yeah.
following us and dealing with it, now you have undenying proof, that's gonna fuck your mental up, bro. There's no way that you can take that in and just be psychologically sound. It's just like, yeah, I'm cool with it. Like, no, you just found out that aliens exist or they don't exist or God exists or don't. You just found out some wild shit, my boy. And yeah, we're all humans at the end of the day, but you said Armstrong, right? Or you said Buzz Aldrin?
Both. They were both there.
Both. Okay, yeah. What would you do or who would you spend your 24 hours with?
Oh.
Anybody, any point in history.
Nah, we gotta explain this. We had jokes down there.
Jokes.
We make a lot of jokes because I'm half Taiwanese, so my mom's from Taiwan. So we have a lot of running jokes about me being like part of the Communist Party. Because like the whole China Taiwan thing. So he's talking about like Xi Jinping. That's who I
Dude,
spend my
his
24
favorite.
hours
It's
with.
literally his favorite.
His favorite guy.
Some real shit. I think probably Cole Bennett.
Cole Bennett.
Yeah. He does all the Lyrical Lemonade stuff. He does a lot of music videos. He does. He has a festival in Chicago. He does a lot of shows.
I'm hip.
He just. Oh, he makes lemonade. Like ironic, like funny enough. And he just dropped an album. It's like fantastic. I think musically, I mean, obviously, it's not like To Pimp a Butterfly or anything, but the collaborations and like the energy you can feel in this album. I watched a lot of his interviews, like going up to it, read through like a GQ article, stuff like that. His creative process is just something that really, really interests me. And I'm like, you do so much that I'm like, I just want to pick your brain.
Yo, what's up? This is your host, Easthill Huey of the Slept On Podcast. And as promised, we got a dope in-studio performance from the one and only Ryan Jin. Here we go.
I think we could turn it up a little bit, actually. Maybe just like 1 or 2. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. In the light I shine, you listen to my observations. Hip-hop poet, I use beats to have good conversation. Your boyfriend, not a man, the way his papa raised him, but he got away with words, a magic Harry Potter native. I've been to hell and back. You can call it crucifixion. Crucial how I use this mic, a tool to continue my mission. Everything I speak is manifested. I'm fluent in fruition. These the fruits of my labor. I'm the cook in the kitchen, and the only one was never good at multitasking. Could never be the Trinity. I'm holy son. Holy cow, you see over that moon I jumped. Every day I give Jeff his flowers and his credits like the movie done. I'm truly one of one, and I can feel the future truly loved. Never seen a more dynamic duo since Metro Boomin with 21. I know the world is ours, I never doubt it. Only once a blue moon when the alcohol might get me cloudy. Petty as these football fans argue Messi or Ronaldo. Every word I rhyme is heavy like the cargo. Heavy heart too, I got one like Fetty Wap. Nightmare like Freddy Krueger. Wait a half an hour, we'll see what the fuck this Eddie do. My bars are outlandish, ovations outstanding. Never was a hard hitter, punchlines are now landing. Deal with cards of foul handing. C-Town stamp, we outside in North Face. The Eddie Bad jackets, so these bars are outlandish. My album's outstanding. Never was a hard hitter, punchlines now landing. Let's go. Eddie punchlines now landing. Okay. Shit. She went silent for a bit. I gave my bars to Jeff. Y'all better play violins. Every time I spit, all eyes on me. I'm next. She sing high notes, want me to hit it. So that's Britney, bitch. Shit get violent when I tag you. Ain't no game, you're it. I'll aim my tape, you're finished. And I'm paid to play your witness. I'm state to state. I'll take some planes just for these new beginnings. Pick your job up the floor. My presence great, no kidding. I'm thinking about my future. I'm in greater weight divisions. Shit, I'm making great decisions. I'm playing great positions. Don't need a dime. Seeing heaven in my daily visions. Not feeling suicidal no more. I see pain and lessons. Everybody seeing my blessings, but no more than me. I'm giving thanks to a higher power. No, he came through correct in a timely hour. Said I needed freedom, so you know he freed my firepower. Gave a brother to me, now whatever's mine is ours. Divide and conquer everything, we be dividing powers. Speaking spiritually, I'm using big vernacular. These rhyme schemes spinning brings a bachelor. Going ghost on everybody soon. I feel like Casper, can't touch me in this competition. MC Hammer, got these black tees and black forces. Soldier in a uniform. Never had to go out on a mission, but I'm too informed. Never had the freedom to be outside, now I'm true to form. Nerds try to test me, but it feel more like a Google form. I keep myself anonymous as alcoholics do indoors. Don't got time for immaturity, what you got cooties for? Keep my head down till I get the crown and rule the world. Soon enough you'll see that sooner or later I got too mature. A double-sided personality, never followed double standards. A double-sided sword, I was a troubled adolescent. I had double-doubles, in and out of trouble. Had to double all my worries, saw my parents dig the rubble of some family messes. Double down, I work harder, couple plans I manifested. Fumbled on a couple situations, could've handled better. Butterfingers back then, I only knew the candy. Set a few examples poorly, I just needed better father figures, Maury. And I'll write it to the end of the story. How the life was born, feeling like the Marlins. I need M, so I'm finding Dory. And these doors open windows, that breeze got me soaring. And I'm flying, and these bars go right overhead like baggage claiming carry-ons. Scaring all these hoes away like, baby, I don't care to talk. Feeling at home in the game, y'all some visitors in Marriott's. I got a plan, it's drawn out like horses in a chariot. Can't drag me through the mud, I'll come back dirtier and grimy. Got hard hitters, soft shit, pain inside these lines. Practice timing, it's divine. Keep my head held high. I can see your face in the nosebleed. See you on the stage, it's noisy. On the way to take the throne, like Jay-Z. Feeling hovey or hyphy. Never named a trophy, but your tone is flatter than Stanley. Like the Stanley Cup. I see just a sweet escape, nothing true or told. I can't wait until my name is on a tombstone. Know it for a fact, the world would blink a bit and move on. Nothing matters till that life is flashing, but it's soon gone. I'll beat around the bush a bit before I gotta say life is but a bitch, and I hope bitches' heart breaks. Here's the situation, I got stitches through my life, and it still falls apart day by day by day by day by day. By the way, I never got the chance to introduce myself. I go by the name of Ryan fucking Jin. How are you? I hope that you can find the comfort in these words I spoke. Love inside this world of cold, joy in life, the one real miracle. I've been to hell and back, in fact, dreamed of living through it all. Now it's all a silly act, I prove my biggest haters wrong. You can do it all if just you're not still scared to fall. The only thing to fear is that you might just have to move along. Dreams are just that, a sweet escape from these daily calls. What is yours? Tell me, how's it feel when you see it all? Shooting stars can't be wished upon if you can't see the fog. But look at me, it came true, I'm sat here all along. Lately I've been feeling like the only thing I hate is rap. Took a year of suffering and checks, I'll never make them back. Took a year of emailing those radios to play the tracks. I had another year of I can't date unless I'm paid to rap. I hate the fact, never been a good guy. Never leave that bed unless my stomach starts to eat itself a food fight. How I never loved another human till I dropped the album. Still I hate myself, that shit is stupid, it's the truth. I been up to par, never seen it. Tripping on these hard pills to swallow, I need reason. Driven up the wall, I feel my drive is getting smaller. I just wanna make it to the top, I know that view is scenic. How many more nights I gotta lose sleep, fighting off these loose demons, I can barely breathe. Couldn't think about a thing except for my desire just to drop the album, then I'll drop dead, it was my dream. Feel another cadence out, I need another baby now. I couldn't care about shit except for my art. Please just give me time, I swear I could make it right. How could I begin to find out before I start? Lately I've been trembling alone, I need a handhold. Fired from a job I hated, lost my love to petty stones. All I got is words to translate my pain like Rosetta Stone. I'm always stepping on thin ice, guess that's why I'm cold. Miss all the shots I take, pissed off it's awful days. Ask me how I'm doing, I could list all my thoughts of rage. Wrist watching TikTok, I've been off that beaten path. A block away, my writer's block, the gift of a season pass, the Hall of Fame. I'll put it off until I miss the way I eat a beat, and then I'll starve again. I never feel the same. Fast when I'm on a beat and fasting when I'm on my feet. I never feel like I deserve these days, I just deserve my pain. Never been enough for anybody, it's the truth, and that's the way it might remain. Contemplating death is always heavy on my mind. I love the feeling of it all, so I know I can't complain. I just love myself and endure the pain, just cause I think I deserve it. Dumbo, how your ears hang, lying on my name is worthless. Telling me it's hearsay, never heard a word about it. Greatest in my fierce face, nothing I could be more proud of. Everybody hears me, you wish you could say the same. Hope my peers will fear me, villain that I may became. Every word I write is more brutal than the next. In my honesty and in my head again, I lay the blame. Trap jump and missed calls and fake pumps. I've been shooting hat off, a tip off. Made a man out of these goonies, gas up, smoked my heart out. High until I'm ruthless, handsome, pretty boy, and y'all bitches love my music. Y'all just the side characters. I'm teaching raps to students. Want me to hear your music? I tell them here, who like Horton shit? I'm Dr. Seuss. Tell them, bitch, I know that's right. Ice cream, cold stone flowing, they might like to bite. Gravity falls, and I use these words to take flight. How I'm younger, still got more money than your parents might. Tell them free thug, X about it's on site. Moving like I gotta wash my bag, you see my hindsight. Yeah. You see my hindsight, looking at that boy, should I say too nice? And the flow wet, need a bowl of rice.